Hello everybody, this is Liz from Trelise and I welcome you to this podcast, which is mainly about knitting and dyeing, as I'm the dyer behind Trelise Yarns, yes. So I am based in Greece, Athens. Today it's Monday the 25th of October. No, I'm very prepared, as you can see. And yeah, I just looked at my calendar that it's cute. Drink tea, read books, be cozy. And how do we like to be cozy? With all the knits, of course. So I'm actually pretty happy that it's getting colder, but not too cold. But in Athens, Greece, a lot of people are always asking me, well, is it getting cold there? And actually it can get very cold. Actually, Greece is mountains surrounded by water and islands, but we're still a European country and it can get really frisky. And even if it's not that cold in temperature, we can have northern winds that just breeze that just, yeah, they breeze your they breeze freeze your head off, like literally. And that's happening today. Like the temperature, I think it's like around 18 degrees, which is not that cold, but god damn it, you go outside, you're freezing because the wind is so cold and it gets everywhere, even between the stitches of your knits. So that's why I'm bundled up with lots of knits. But yeah, otherwise I just have this sweater, which is I had made. This is the Walma Sweater with my mixed base, which is my merino nylon cashmere base. So it's super soft and squishy and warm because of merino and cashmere. So it's a very simple pattern. It was published in Lyon magazine. Don't remember the issue, but at the time I did the test knit, and actually just under it I just have this little shirt, so it's not that cold, but with the wind you can go outside. I actually wore my beautiful new shawl, the Amos shawl, which is in pre-orders still. I'm gonna talk about the pre-orders a bit later on. And this is designed by Greta Manson and I really love it. Of course, it was test knitted and sample knitted by Maria Zulaku, which I thank you so much. And this is my Gaia base in DK, and it's just my favorite base in DK, and I love it and I cherish it so much. I love it. So Greta did this pattern in the silver colorway, which is in light gray, and this is the Emily colorway. So yes, very excited. Actually, it was so cold this morning. Well, not so cold, but come on. I said wind. Okay, come on. I don't know how many times I'll say it is cold because of the wind. Otherwise, it's like, I wore my hat for the first time because I finished it last winter, but it was the end of the winter. I don't remember the name, the pattern. It was the flower hat, I think, from Midori Cafe Designs, something like that. And it was also, I think, in Lyon magazine, and it was in my Make 9. And I love it because I did it with some leftovers from singles with silk, which is my Psyche base, and mohair. So guys, it's so squishy, as you can see, and it's so light, and because of the mohair, it's just so freaking warm. Yes, so that is my outfit today, and I'm very happy and pleased because I can start and wear my knits, and I'm super happy. So I have some news to tell you, and things to show you. I think I will show you first the yarns that I got from Lyon, which I went the first weekend of October. So Lyon is a city in France, and it's in the middle part of France, but in the eastern corner. So it's actually not far from Switzerland. Yes. So France, Switzerland. Yeah. Maybe I should, you're looking the other way. So France is here, Switzerland is here, so it's here for you. I'm so silly. Okay, so I was very excited because I got to see again my favorite people, Natalie and Jean-Luc, by night. Natalie is by night and Jean-Luc is her husband, but he's always coming around to help her, and I just love them. You know that, like I think every time, the last months or last podcast, I always talk about them because I see them and I really love them. And also I saw again Cécile from La Fifille and Mathieu who helps her, and it was really nice because I had the chance to meet a bit better Mylène. She's a designer, La Folie Ordinaire, yes. La Folie Ordinaire. It was, I remember the name, but it was like, okay, I need to go to my French cheap, like La Folie Ordinaire designs, and I'm actually knitting some of hers, so I will show you later on. And it was really, really nice to see and hang out a bit with David and Jackson from Robledal de la Santa. That, as you know, they're friends of mine. They're from Spain. They have a wonderful, beautiful farm, but lately they had a fire, so please go and check their Instagram. I will put it here, and they have a link where they're raising money to rebuild a part of the farm that got into the fire. You can help even if you don't give any money. Just share the news and just go and check them and give them some support. It would be really appreciated. They're really great and beautiful people, like really. So yes, so okay, so I want to show you what I got. Okay, the first thing that I got was, I'm actually trying to think if that was the first thing, but I think it doesn't matter. So I will show you the first cane that I got, that I remember. David from Robledal, he really liked a DK yarn of mine. I think it was In the Forest You Go, which is one of the new dark greens, and there was just one skein and he just loved it, and I was like, okay, take it, and we'll see. And then I was looking at the yarns, and of course this colorway screamed at me, and I'm always curious, as many of you, to check the colorway name, and the colorway name was Beautiful Nightmare. So I'm a person who sleepwalks, and I'm a person who really truly believes in dreams. Either they're good or bad, it doesn't really matter. I think they're really powerful and really insightful, and that we should listen to them. So Beautiful Nightmare is really something great as a colorway and as a name, and I really liked it. So that's it. There was two other skeins that they weren't showing up so much, the yellow part, but I really like that. I think that's the beauty in the nightmare. So Beautiful Nightmare, and it's their base 20% yak, 20% silk, and 60% merino superwash, and I really like it. So I didn't know what to do with one skein. I was thinking, maybe a hat or whatever. But lately, I either like to hold two strands of yarn for hats, or have it with a mohair, so it's really, really more warm, or the holes of the hat are smaller if you use two strands, because, as I've said, wind in Greece is like super cold, and I want my head to be really warm. So my first idea was a hat, but then if I pair it with a mohair, I didn't want to lose the variations of the skein, of the colorway, because I really liked it. So maybe I thought then maybe a shawl. And then I remembered that I wanted to buy something from Cécile Lafifil, and it would be either her mustardy colors or a beautiful orangey that she had. So I grabbed my skein. I had some time, I think on Sunday. Yeah, it would be probably on Sunday because the second day of the festival is a bit more calm. And then I decided on the more mustardy color than the orange. And I got 2 skeins of or de tonne, so it means the gold of the autumn, of fall. And I really like it. And what I want to do, and what I want to do is a shawl that, I have it here. Actually, I had forgotten to take the magazine next to me, so it was nice that it was next to me. So I really like from the Slow magazine, which is a French magazine that came out this spring, and my yarns also were featured in this little top. I really liked the collaboration between By Night, my friend Nathalie, and Marion, my other friend, which was this shawl over here. So this shawl. So I thought that it would be nice to have this. So this would be the main color, and the bobs and stripes in this color. Yes. So I can show you more pictures of that. Here we go. So it is called Marcel, and I think it would be really nice. I was looking, I know my shawls, I have greens, I have yellows. I don't have any mustardy, so it would be nice, and it goes with like everything. And I think this would be like a shawl to have and knit to slowly do, you know, like calm and whatever. Yeah, what do you say? I really like it. So this will be the Marcel sweater. The Marcel shawl by Marion Yorma on Instagram. And then I wanted to buy some virgin wool. Ooh. So what is virgin wool? I don't know. I think we call virgin wool, you know, untreatable wool that has been just clipped and spun. And there was this beautiful, so we had some difficulties, technical difficulties, but we're back on. So in Lyon, in the Knitted Festival, there was some beautiful virgin wool. There were 3 or 2, I think there were 2 that I really truly remember, that had just squishy, beautiful virgin wool. So virgin wool for me is that you take the fleece and you give it to a mill to spin it, and then you have it with no extra, bleaching or any extra process. Even sometimes not even washing, because you want to feel the lanolin of the sheep. So I found this beautiful wool, which is from Terroir Laine, and they have an Instagram which is Terroir Laine, and they had only natural colors. So they had a dark gray, almost black, a lightest gray, a cream whitish color, and then they had this colorway. So this colorway is a light color. I don't like to say colorway because it's not dyed, it's the natural color of the sheep, right? So it is ivory, but it's still like a bit of a caramel. I don't know if you can see, it has a bit of a caramel undertone. They name this variation of color sable, which means in French, sand. So I really think it's like a really, a whitish color with a sand, beachy look into it. And I really love it. So I got actually 5 skeins. It is It is 100 grams, 266 meters. So it's between a worsted and an aran, but it feels like an aran because it's a very plumpy and flushy yarn. I have no idea how it will be, you know, after I dyed it and I've washed it and I've knitted and all that. But I have an idea to make a really big squishy yarn with 4 of them. And I will do the very light, speckly, romantic colorway, which name is Heartbeat. And this actually, I didn't plan for it, but it's actually the colorway of my sweater. And so this is the Heartbeat colorway. And I really wanted for a very long time a very squishy, you know, shawl, even squishier than the Amos shawl or the Untangled by Andrea Murray that I did in the beginning of this year, with natural yarn. When I say natural, I don't mean that the others are natural, but I mean like this more virgin version of a wool. And so I got 4 skeins to dye up into Heartbeat. So because I don't want to lose this beautiful natural sandy color undertone that the wool has, but I wanted to add a bit of romanticness, you know, like cuteness. So I thought of Heartbeat. And then I got 1 more skein to just dye it a crazy color, just something deep, to see if it really makes it different, you know, it acts really different, that it's not a completely wide base, but just a bit of a more caramel one, maybe for a hat or whatever. But I'm very, very excited. I have no idea which shawl I should make, but I'm very looking forward to dye it and work with it and just have fun with it. Maybe it will be something really simple. I don't know, you know, something gartery. I don't know. So I was planning to do with 4 of those skeins something for my neck. So 266 meters by 4. Yeah, it's 1,000 meters around. So I don't know, I'll have to find something. If you have any idea or proposition, just please let me know, okay? So those are the purchases that I did in Lyon. I had a wonderful pin that was gifted to me from Sarah Cavalen and her beautiful bags, and the pin was saying, you're doing it, bitch, you know, just don't stop, or keep it up, or something like that, you know, very inspirational, and like, you know, just go and you'll make it. And then she had another pin that I had to have, and I went and I bought it, that said, fuck you, I'll do what I want. And of course, those are 2 things that I really like, you know, one to be empowering each other, and the other to just say, you know what, I'm gonna do what I want. So politely, fuck off. So I'll try to take a picture of those pins and put them right here, because I don't have them here with me. Yeah, sorry. So the last thing that I need to show you, it's actually, there are 2 things from the same stand that I don't remember her name. I have to find her on Instagram. She is very famous in France because she's doing beautiful things with ceramics, but mostly buttons. And this year, I haven't seen her for many years. I think the last time I saw her, it was summer pre-COVID, so it was 2019, and then I haven't seen her. And so I got this little ceramic necklace, and with a leaf print, golden leaf print. And I love the tiny, you know, necklace, how do you say that? Band? No. Link? No, I don't know. But it was, I just know. I just don't know. I feel that it's so cute and elegant and small and cute. Yeah, I said it already. Anyways, but I got me also some buttons. So if you don't know about me, I love buttons. But the thing is that because I hate doing pearl rows, I don't have many cardigans, or I don't make many cardigans. So I don't buy buttons, but then I love buttons, so I buy buttons. And you see where this is going. And yeah, I had to have some buttons. I had the idea to have some buttons, you know, even as, how do you say that? As like decor. Oh, here, thank God she has, she put a card. So it is Camélia. Donc, it's another Cécile, Cécile Reti, and she is in France, but the name is Camélia Atelier. So on Instagram, she's Atelier Camélia. So the first buttons that I got was this. I was very much in this leaf print. And then I have some others, but they're like, they're all different, but they're not in, I got to choose them. So there are those two, sorry, where should I put them? Like that. I'm gonna try and show them all. And here, and then this one, and then that one. Okay, I have other fingers too, yeah, good thing. This one, and that one, and there are a couple, two more. Here they are. So I found them really cute. I have no idea what am I gonna do. I would love them to live on a knit garment, but no idea yet. But we'll see. I'm very excited for them that I got them. I really like those. I love the black, dark color that it has. So we'll see. I don't know. And I also love that she packages everything in old books, you know, in old books or papers, I don't know, maps, whatever. So it's really friendly. And she also gave me this Woolitude, and I think it's really cute. And I really thank her. She's really nice. She's a really nice lady, and she does beautiful things. Okay, so the other thing that happened while I was at Lyon was that I realized that the sweater that I was knitting for Rhinebeck was too huge. And I was knitting the Nordiska Sweater, and actually I think that where it went wrong, it was at some point, because I was knitting it since end of August I started it, but I was like really, you know, hopeful that I'd be finished, and I was okay in time, but it I always had it, and I always knitted it when I was with people, and at some point when there is the increase over here, the raglan increase, the increase was a 10 stitches increase, and instead of marking it to do it every 4 rows, I did it every 2 rows. So it was growing and growing and growing, and I was like, oh my God, come on, it grew so much. And then I was always, okay, I'm gonna count the stitches, but I wasn't counting the stitches because I was always with people when I had this project with me. So guys, advice, even if your project is kind of easy, which the Nordiska is kind of easy, and you can take it with you, it's great, it's awesome, but take from once in, you know, in between the moment to count your stitches, because come on. So at some point I counted the stitches, and it was huge, and it was awful. And I counted the stitches while I was on the plane going to Lyon. So I was decided that I would put it to rest. I didn't even frog it yet. I just left it in a corner. And I knew that Folie Ordinaire was going to be just in front of me with her beautiful patterns. And one of the patterns that she had made was the Saiga Sweater, which also exists in a cardigan version. And it was the design that she did with the yarns of Natalie by Night, and I loved it. I remember when she had it published, I really, really liked it, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do that, and that's gonna be my Rhinebeck sweater. So I decided to do it with, it needs fingering yarn, but I said, okay, let's gain some more time, because like I had like 2 weeks to do it or something like that for Rhinebeck. So I said, okay, I will do it with my new Era base, which is a light sport, so it's just slightly a bit bigger than fingering. And I decided to take my colorway Innocence because it's cheerful and nice, and it's not that variegated that you won't see this beautiful sweater. And then I was going really in a good pace, but then the US decided to postpone their restriction for COVID, and I wasn't able to travel. So you can guess it, bummer. I didn't have any will to knit more. And I have to say that really slowed my progress and my knitting mojo that was back, you know, after summer, and it kind of slowed my process. But I am very happy to say that the mojo is back, and I have almost finished the raglan increases. And okay, let me show you. I should put a bigger cable, but that's the colorway showing. I can show you the sleeves maybe so you can see the raglans. Okay, so this is one side. So I really like the colorway because it is neon-y, but you can still see the work of the raglan, and it's cute and it's nice, and I just can't wait to have it ready. I need to do I think 15 more rows with the increases, and then I'm separating for the sleeves. So I really can't wait. So now what I'm doing is that I really do knit when I'm a bit more calm. So that would be more in the afternoon night when I'm watching something. But also, since last week, I decided and did this big challenge of reading with myself. Because, as you know, Dune, the movie, is out. And I always thought that it would be out on Christmas time. So in my head, I was like, it's okay, I have the time to read the book before Christmas, like, come on. And then I realized it's coming out next week. So I decided to read the book in a week. So, but I didn't, because there are some other things that happened in my life. So first of all, big bummer, I'm not going to New York. Damn it. Then, big bummer, I have to do surgery on my knee. But the thing is that paperwork has to be done. So it won't be, that was 2 weeks ago. So I need to do the paperwork, I need to do some more checkups. And in between, my sister who lives in France is not very well with her health. So I really wanted to go and see her and my nephews that I didn't see this summer. So I just grabbed the phone and I told her, okay, I am thinking that maybe I can come and see you like for a couple of days, but it's not sure. And she said, okay, let's try to make it work. Also, because her health isn't very well, my parents were going to visit her as well for longer time. So I did a surprise to them, and it was really nice. And it was a bit of a dead time for Trellis because I was supposed to be out. So I had scheduled all my pre-orders for this week to finish the pre-orders and to start dyeing. So I could get away. And I also wanted to see them, and I also wanted to give them the news that I need knee surgery, face to face. So my parents, of course, freaked out that I need to have knee surgery and they won't be here, to help me or whatever. But it's not something that serious. I will be able to walk afterwards and do things, but it's just that I would need to take a bit of a break, like for a few days to a week or 10 days. So I was supposed to be on surgery last Friday, but in the last minutes they asked more paperwork, and the hospital did a mistake and they sent another paper, so it wasn't on time. So actually I didn't have the surgery yet, and I'm hoping today to have a new day appointment for the surgery, so I have no idea. But I'm still waiting for yarns to arrive this week for me to start to dyeing your pre-orders and some other orders that I need to do. So I'm actually a bit anxious, to be okay and start working on your pre-orders, but they might be a bit late. I have already said that on my newsletter, and everyone is okay and fine, and they're like, okay, very supportive, Liz, take care and all that. But it's still a source of stress for me, but hopefully everything will be settled. And I'm thinking that if they give me a later date for my surgery, I will just, go on and do the pre-orders when I have the yarns and all that, finish all the work that I had to do, and then do the knee surgery. So we'll see how it goes. I think the most important is that they do contact me and we can organize, but if it's not going to be in the next days, I think it's gonna be end of the month to do my surgery, so I can tackle on all the things that I need to tackle on. And so now I'm a bit into those two projects, the reading and the knitting. So I've been reading like two days ago. I think I was doing preparing some yarns and stuff here to dye, and then I was reading, and then I felt bad that I didn't knit at all. So yesterday I just restarted rewatching Downton Abbey and knit quite a bit. I think I was like from here to here, and now my rounds are beginning to be bigger, so I'm very happy. Hopefully today I'll do the same, and I hope that I can separate for the sleeves. So I think that's kind of it. Thank you for watching, and thank you for being here with me. If you need to pre-order something, I will leave the pre-orders until end of this week. And go and check out also, kits that I have. There's also the newspaper pullover by Hohi that I would love to do knit along about it from November to I don't remember when I've said, but just go and check it out. trellis.eu. Lots of kisses. Bye. And I forgot to say, don't forget, color is power. Like, come on, of course, color is power.